Explain Indian Republic and its political and economic development, 1947 CE to present. India became an independent nation on August 15, 1947, after nearly 2 centuries of British colonial rule. The Indian Constitution, adopted on January 26, 1950, declared India a republic, with a federal structure and a parliamentary system of government. India is now the world's most populous democracy. Political development. India's political development has been marked by a number of key events, including the adoption of the Constitution, the formation of the Congress Party government under Jawaharlal Nehru, the rise of Indira Gandhi, the emergency period of 1975 to 77, the liberalization of the economy in 1991, and the rise of the Hindu nationalist Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) in the late 1990s and early 2000s. After independence, the Congress Party dominated Indian politics for several decades, with Jawaharlal Nehru serving as India's first Prime Minister. The Congress Party's socialist policies focused on industrialization and state-led development. Indira Gandhi, Nehru's daughter, became Prime Minister in 1966 and remained in power for most of the next 2 decades, during which she pursued a more authoritarian style of governance. In 1975, Indira Gandhi declared a state of emergency, suspending civil liberties and arresting political opponents. This period saw a crackdown on civil society and the press, with the government using emergency powers to suppress dissent. The emergency ended in 1977, and the Congress Party lost power for the first time in independent India's history. In 1991, the Indian economy was liberalized, with reforms aimed at opening up the country to foreign investment and reducing state intervention in the economy. This led to a period of rapid economic growth, with India becoming one of the world's fastest-growing major economies. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, the Hindu nationalist Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) rose to power, with Atal Bihari Vajpayee serving as Prime Minister from 1998 to 2004. The BJP's policies were focused on economic liberalization and Hindu nationalism. The BJP remains a major political force in India today, with Narendra Modi serving as Prime Minister since 2014. Economic development. India's economic development has been marked by a shift from a centrally planned economy to a more market-oriented one, with reforms aimed at promoting growth and reducing poverty. The liberalization of the economy in 1991 opened up the country to foreign investment and led to a period of rapid economic growth, with the economy growing at an average rate of around 7% per year since 1991. India has also made significant progress in reducing poverty. The percentage of the population living below the poverty line has declined from around 60% in the 1980s to around 22% in 2011-12. However, poverty remains a significant challenge, particularly in rural areas and among certain social groups. India's economic development has been driven by a number of sectors, including information technology, pharmaceuticals, and services such as finance and telecommunications. However, the country still faces significant challenges, including inadequate infrastructure, corruption, and bureaucratic red tape, which can make it difficult for businesses to operate. Overall, India's political and economic development since independence has been marked by a number of challenges and successes. The country remains a major regional and global power, with a vibrant democracy and a rapidly growing economy, but it also faces significant social, economic, and political challenges that will need to be addressed in the years ahead. Important dates of Indian Republic and its political and economic development, 1947 CE to present. Here are some important dates in the political and economic development of India from 1947 CE to present. 1947, India gains independence from British rule. 1950, India becomes a republic with the adoption of the Constitution. 1966, Indira Gandhi becomes Prime Minister of India. 1975 to 77, state of emergency declared, suspending civil liberties and arresting political opponents. 1991, economic liberalization policies initiated. 1998 to 2004, Atal Bihari Vajpayee becomes Prime Minister, with the Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) in power. 2014 present, Narendra Modi becomes Prime Minister, with the BJP in power. India's economic development has also been marked by several key dates. 1951, first 5-year plan introduced to promote economic growth. 1991, economic liberalization policies initiated, opening up the country to foreign investment. 2000s, rapid growth in the information technology and service sectors. 2017, demonetization of high-value currency notes, aimed at curbing corruption and black money. 2020, COVID-19 pandemic and resulting economic downturn. Overall, these dates provide a broad overview of some of the major events and policies that have shaped India's political and economic development over the past several decades. What are the modes of currency? Indian Republic and its political and economic development, 1947 CE to present. Since India's independence in 1947, there have been several modes of currency used in the country. Here is a brief overview of the currency modes used in India's political and economic development. 1. Pre-independence. Before independence, India used a variety of currencies, including the Indian rupee, British pound, and various local currencies issued by princely states. 2. First post-independence currency. After independence, the Indian rupee was introduced as the official currency of the country. 2. The first series of Indian rupee banknotes were introduced in 1949, with the image of King George VI on them. 3. Decimalization. In 1957, India adopted a decimal currency system, with the rupee divided into 100 paisa. 4. Introduction of banknotes. In 1957, the Reserve Bank of India began issuing banknotes with the image of Mahatma Gandhi on them. 5. Denominations. Over the years, the Indian rupee has been issued in various denominations, including 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 500, and 2000 rupees notes. 6. Demonetization. In recent years, India has implemented several demonetization policies aimed at curbing corruption and black money. 6. In 1978, banknotes of denominations of 1,000, 5,000 and 10,000 were demonetized, and in 2016, banknotes of denominations of 500 and 1,000 were demonetized. 7. Digital payment systems. In recent years, India has also seen the rise of digital payment systems such as Paytm, Google Pay, and others, which have become increasingly popular, especially after demonetization. Overall, the Indian rupee has been the primary mode of currency in India's political and economic development since independence, and the country has seen several changes in currency denominations, designs, and policies over the years. Why it is important to have Indian Republic and its political and economic development, 1947 CE to present. The study of Indian Republic and its political and economic development since 1947 CE is important for several reasons. 1. Understanding Indian history. The study of India's political and economic development since independence helps to understand the country's history, including its struggles and achievements in the face of complex challenges. 2. Understanding political systems. The study of Indian Republic provides insights into the country's political system, including its democratic institutions, policies, and decision-making processes. 3. Understanding economic systems. The study of Indian economic development provides insights into the country's economic systems, including its successes and challenges in promoting growth, reducing poverty, and addressing inequality. 4. Understanding social issues. The study of Indian Republic and its development also sheds light on important social issues, including caste, religion, gender, and regional disparities. 5. Planning and policy making. A deep understanding of Indian Republic and its development is crucial for policy makers and planners, as it provides insights into past successes and failures, and helps to inform future strategies. Overall, the study of Indian Republic and its political and economic development since 1947 CE is essential for anyone seeking to understand India's history, political systems, economic systems, social issues, and development challenges. For more videos, stay tuned with us.